Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Minecraft. Um, I, as of recording this, have officially uploaded the first part of the series, so I can now actually say welcome back to Not Quite Minecraft. That's what I've decided to call this. I don't know if it's, um, the best title, but it was the best thing I can come up with, I think, and I'm happy with it. So, like I just said, the first part is live now. I just uploaded it before recording this. And this is actually a different session from last time. It's the same day, just a little bit later. I decided to take a bit of a break and do some other stuff to try to kind of get my brain going again. So I do have a couple of ideas for what I want to do with this. First of all, I want to build something on the beach here. Just have a nice little fishing spot, maybe a dock, maybe a little hut. I don't quite know yet. But the one thing I do want 100% is a little staircase right here. Now, another thing is, I also just took all the thumbnail shots for the next couple videos, so, like, this is kind of the spot that I want to keep here, because this is where I've been taking the thumbnail photos. I took a couple of them just to kind of, just for fun, and it seems like uh, I'd, I'm going to go with screenshots of the world for each thumbnail, although I do have to kind of do those each episode now. I did them all at once, and I didn't really like how that went, so I think between each episode is probably the best. Now, actually no, I do have a fair bit of wood. So we're gonna build some stairs down, and I think we're gonna go with slabs. No, I'm gonna do a nice big staircase embedded in the mountain. I like that idea. First though, I think I want to do a little bit of fishing, just so I can get some more food. And it'll give me a bit more time to talk, because I want to do some of that still. I've been maybe not talking as much about old Minecraft as I initially wanted to. In between this and the last recording, I rewatched Dahomi's Beta Reborn series, and um, just kind of got me thinking back in the mindset of old Minecraft, and kind of trying to bring back some of the memories that I have of older Minecraft. So I still don't know 100% what I want to talk about in each of these videos. I had a couple ideas, but I'm trying not to write things down. Excuse me. I'm kind of trying to get it to come to me more naturally. Oh, I got the old fish texture. That's nice. Oh my god, I'm gonna need new armor soon. So, basically, another thing I did too is I watched some of Skydoes Minecraft's Nostalgia Craft, and it kind of got me thinking about how the YouTube community around Minecraft has changed over time. I think there's definitely a lot more pressure nowadays to do different things, and at the very least keep the energy of the videos very high. That's why I'm kind of trying to remain low energy for these. I can definitely try to be more hyped up for things. I'm trying to talk a bit slower, trying to think through what I'm saying more, kind of trying to be more concise instead of the strategy a lot of Minecraft YouTubers used to do for a bit, and some still do now, which is just screaming at the microphone. I know that was a big trend for a while and still kind of is pretty consistent. Well, really with a lot of YouTube. I think the issue with it is now that YouTube is a bigger platform, more of the stuff has to apply to children, which is unfortunate, but I see why. I mean, if you want to make money on a platform, obviously children are going to be your biggest audience because they have the most free time to watch. They are the most easily influenced. But I find the drawback with that is that once that audience grows up, if you don't grow up with them, then you've lost them. And I think that's why a lot of old Minecraft YouTubers kind of lost their audience because they weren't able to. Oh, I got a book. Huh. Sorry, because they weren't really growing their content with their audiences. They just kind of kept the same content and people grew up out of it. That's certainly what happened with me when I was watching Skydoes Minecraft around maybe 2017, 2018, I stopped watching his videos as much. I used to watch them every single day when they came out, and I watched his old videos whenever there weren't any new ones. But over time, I stopped watching the new stuff and just kind of kept watching the old things, and then I stopped following his uploads at all. And I think that's just because I wasn't interested in it anymore. He didn't really do anything new or anything different, and that's really unfortunate. There has been kind of an interesting evolution in Minecraft YouTube, though. Um, I find in the beginning there were a lot of Let's Plays that were simple, single player, not much else going on, just commentary, which is kind of what I'm trying to emulate, is more of the classic stuff. Um, Another book. Not even like background music or anything, just content on its own. And I do want to kind of try to do some of that because that is the type of stuff I miss, and I wish I could contribute more to that because I feel like it's kind of been neglected nowadays because more people are making content for money than for the art of it, especially with Minecraft. I shouldn't say that. There are a fair number of content creators that make stuff just out of their own enjoyment, and I do think that that is certainly very good, and I have a lot of respect for those people. Not that I don't have respect for people doing it for money. I mean, if it's your job, then you have to keep your livelihood. I understand that. Um, but I feel like it attaches a sort of guilt to not watching their videos, whereas if I'm just not interested in something, I won't watch it, even if it's algorithmically designed to make me want to watch it. But back to what I was saying, originally, um, Minecraft on YouTube was kind of more relaxed like this and wasn't really edited very much. So again, that's what I'm kind of trying to do with no cuts in the video and no use of editing. Maybe I'll change it up later, but as of right now, if I want to experiment with editing, I'll probably save that for something else. Right now, I just want to keep this kind of calm, and that's why I'm really leaving the music on. I might even make it a bit louder just so that I can kind of get the atmosphere going with that, because I think that is a major component of it. Um, and over time, I think Minecraft YouTube definitely changed a lot and split apart into the various areas where people were playing more mini games. There were some people that did mod showcases. People um, did a lot of redstone work, like Seth Bling comes to mind right away. And there were people that did adventure maps. And at some point, I think a lot of these YouTubers came together, and that really kind of ushered in a new era almost of multiplayer content. There were some channels that were created with multiple people or created with teams, but I think Sky Does Minecraft really brought it to the forefront with Team Crafted and his whole group of people that he recorded with, which changed a lot over the years. And looking back, it's probably because of all the stuff that he's done over time and his general character. But at the time, I was just younger and I didn't know why they stopped recording together, but I watched his videos anyways. And there certainly was a bit of stagnation for a time. I know him and some other people made very similar content for a very long amount of time, but I think because of the child audience, myself included, there wasn't really any pressure to change. Whereas now I think people um, are certainly trying more things, so that probably has some more staying power with it. And there wasn't really this cult fan base that people had back then. I mean, yeah, sure, they had obsessive fan bases. I think if you watch some of Sky Does Minecraft's earlier videos, he mentions that his trademark of calling gold butter kind of spread to his fans, and they um, were harassing other YouTubers who just called it gold. And I think that's an example of really early YouTube kind of being a little bit weird there. And it's not the worst thing in the world, but that's just kind of an unintended side effect of all of that. And I think over time, YouTube kind of grew as a bigger way of making money, and a lot more people hopped on and started making content specifically for that. Whereas in the beginning, it was a lot of just people playing a game they were interested in and sharing it with others. That's certainly why some people did it. I know Sky Does Minecraft made his Minecraft channel literally just for the game because someone recommended it to him. Oh, we've got another pigman here. Just get rid of those. Nice full moon's coming up. Sorry, where was I? Well, yeah, a lot of the content kind of stagnated eventually, and I think that's really where a lot of Minecraft YouTubers kind of fell out of favor and stopped doing content until the big renaissance of it. And I think that was around the time Minecraft Monday and was it SMP Live was the big thing. I never watched that because at the time I still wasn't really watching any Minecraft, but I did hear that that kind of helped bring it back. And I think that's good. I think it's a good thing. And I know some old channels are kind of still going and trying to regain what they had. Unfortunately, they're not really going to get back to where they were, which is a shame because I know some of those people really try their hardest and just won't get that audience back. But I will say I do, for the most part, like the newer generation of Minecraft YouTubers. I wouldn't say I like either old or new Minecraft YouTubers more than the other. To me, it's kind of the same as with the game. I don't think old Minecraft is any better than new Minecraft. I think they're just different games. At least I play them differently. And it's the same with the YouTubers that play them. The old YouTubers aren't any better than the new ones. They're pretty comparable in some cases. I find the overhyped yelling stuff is pretty common now, just like it was then. I think both groups are pretty similar, but they're still different groups at the end of the day. They're playing what I consider a different game, and they're doing it differently. Like, people never would have done anything like the Dream SMP back a while ago, and I think that's kind of a testament to the new ideas, because, you know, like it or not, which I never really kind of got into it myself, to be perfectly honest, it was still something different from what most people had seen before then. There were Minecraft roleplays for a long time. I know Sky Does Minecraft went through a phase of those. Let's see, I think I want to make the staircase, like, here. It's because I'm going to build more of the house up there, and I think that here would be a nice kind of spot for the stairs. Or maybe I will do it over there. Yeah, let's do it over there. This goes, like, right to the house. Yeah, I think this is a good spot. Sorry, what was I saying? Actually, no, I think I changed my mind again. I think I'm gonna go over here. But yeah, so Sky Does Minecraft did roleplays for a while. I think that was kind of an experiment while Minecraft was kind of falling out of fashion on YouTube. I think he just wanted to try something different and do something new, and I can't really fault him for that. I watched some of it, but it just kind of got too repetitive and I don't want to say low quality. There was effort put into it. It just really wasn't great, and I don't think a lot of people really watched. But I haven't seen any of that stuff in a while, so I'll have to go back and check the views and see if that's actually true. But there was roleplay content. I think technically the Shadow of Israfel, which is the Yogg's Castle series, can be considered a roleplay series on the game, and that wasn't too bad. It's generally regarded by most as pretty good, and their original kind of their initial entry point into Minecraft on YouTube. And so I think it's pretty influential and was pretty remarkable for the time. I think no one had ever really done anything like it, and so it was kind of a surprising thing. But there weren't really many people innovating, and it was a lot of the same stuff. It was mods, it was mini games, it was um, the roleplay stuff for a bit. But I think really with the new wave of Minecraft creators, there have been a lot more avenues of the game explored. Like technical Minecraft wasn't a thing that was even considered a long time ago. A lot more people are doing modded stuff now. Actually, I feel like modded Minecraft, if anything, was more popular before. It's not as popular now, but it is still fairly prominent. And I think a big part of the Minecraft community that has been showcased more now is the competitive community. Like a lot of the PvP aspects and really competitive mini games, not so much playing just for the fun of the game, but playing to win more than anything. I think that's really seen an uptake recently. And I think that's really wise because everyone found something new. They found not only new ways of enjoying the game, but also of presenting it too, with different commentary styles or different editing styles. I think one of the content creators I really like is Forge Labs because he's one of the people who does 100 Days series, which is another thing that's taken off recently as well as a new kind of side of Minecraft. And the style of Let's Play, which that's basically a Let's Play. It's an interesting style of it where instead of doing individual episodes and having little editing, it's one single episode, one single video, and there's a lot of editing, and instead of commentary throughout, there's a mix of that and um, there's a mix of that and narration over the whole thing, which really changes things up. And I've seen that style used for other games, but I think it works really well for Minecraft more than anything else. So I really think that that's an interesting new style. And you know what? I've just realized I think I'm gonna get instead of paths, I think I want to do gravel for this. I think that'll look really good. That'll kind of fit the idea that I'm going for more. I don't really want to use any new techniques like the paths. It looks cool, but I don't think that's kind of what I'm going for. I should build a bridge over here too. That would be good. That's another thing I want to do is make things that are less for looks and more that feel more natural for like I need to get across this water, so I'd build a bridge across. Like that kind of thing. I need to get to the bottom of the mountain, so I'd build a staircase. Little little things that would naturally happen over time as you're in a world. Instead of just I have an end goal for what I want this place to look like, so I'm going to make it look like that. So just kind of peek into how I'm trying to build things. So back to what I was saying, the 100 days trend I think pretty is a pretty interesting evolution of the classic Minecraft Let's Play, and I haven't really seen anything like that in the other areas of original Minecraft. Although I guess you could argue that everything now that exists is a logical evolution of original Minecraft YouTube. Like the Let's Plays have turned into 100 days or live streams, anything like that, which is kind of done the same thing as the 100 days series where it condenses things and has different commentary style. And technical Minecraft and all that is kind of a continuation of Redstone. Same thing with the people making data packs um, or the people that are doing stuff with the code for different challenges and stuff. I think that's a logical continuation of Minecraft Redstone, really pushing the game to its limits and um, discovering what the limits of the game even are, technically. And with with modded, it's really kind of stayed the same, unfortunately. I wish there was some innovation there, but I think it's kind of just tacked on with the Let's Play stuff. I wish something new could be done with modded, but That's kind of the nature of it. Is it's kind of stayed similar in that it's always going to be changing the game in whatever way. Although I don't really pay attention to newer mods, the version I usually stick to with mods is 1.7.10 or 1.12.2. And for mini games, I find it's kind of stayed mostly the same, but progressed to different things. Whereas before you'd have people doing Hunger Games or Sky Wars and that, you have people still doing things like that, but there are also people playing Skyblock, Hypixel Skyblock, and other things like that, where it's technically a mini game, but a much larger sort of, I don't want to say open world, but not necessarily like a game where you play matches and win, but more so a game within Minecraft, another larger game within the game, if that makes any sense. And I think a lot of these things have come up on YouTube and kind of grown, and the content creators that are making stuff there have changed it. I am kind of glad that Minecraft roleplay has fallen out of fashion mostly. I know there was the Dream SMP that got people really interested, and also SMPs in general just kind of also have changed the classic Let's Play format, because before I know I saw a lot of people do playthroughs with other people that were playing at the same time, but now there's more, not to say it didn't exist before, but now there are more playthroughs of people playing on the same world where they're not necessarily always with the other person, where there just happen to be a dozen or so people sharing a world, and they all just happen to be there doing their own separate things and occasionally interacting. So I think the larger SMPs with bigger content creators are kind of the new age of, they're almost the next step of what brought a lot of the older Minecraft YouTubers together, whereas before it was the games like Cops and Robbers or even Hunger Games, where you'd get a big group of people together and play that. Before you'd have stuff like that, but now it's more just survival that's doing that instead of the mini games. So now you're getting these people that are all coming together on SMPs instead of through mini games, and I think that that's kind of interesting comparison to make. And it kind of shows that nothing's really died with this game. It's all just kind of changed. And I know people don't really like the change in the game, which is kind of why I'm trying to play it the way I am, to kind of remind people of what Minecraft used to be like. But it's not that change is bad. It just means that what is here now is different from how it used to be. And that is a shame, but that doesn't mean you can't appreciate what the game is now, while still missing what it used to be. At least that's what I think. I do 100% miss the old game, and not as much. When I say that, I don't necessarily just mean the game itself. Obviously, I can still go back and play the older version of the game. I could do it right now if I wanted to. Maybe not so much Pocket Edition, but if I wanted to, I could go back and play an older version. So it's not as much that. It's more so I miss the feeling of playing the older games. I miss how I was then. And it's not as much the game, it's more so me. And I find that's the thing people usually miss. They think that they want the old Minecraft back, but you can play that whenever. What you really want back is how you enjoyed it and how you thought of it then. How it was some kind of grand mystery, and that it was this big, expansive game that could never end, but now it's different, and now you see it a different way. And it's kind of like you wish you could go back to being a kid. I think Minecraft has really um, kind of personified that general trend that people experience where they wish they could go back to being younger. And I think people mistake that feeling for missing an older version of Minecraft. There are certainly things that I miss, like I wish I could enjoy old Minecraft YouTube. I wish that um, YouTube right now was still similar to then. Although I know things would get stagnant after a while, I wish that things would stay in the same style. I think that that would be more enjoyable for me at least. But I don't wish the game would go back to the way it was. I know that there are some updates that haven't been perfect or haven't been great and have drawn a lot of people away, but it's not like the game is bad or anything. I'm just concerned that hopefully good changes will be made and that the game won't be updated poorly, because that's what I'm kind of worried about. And it's almost like the fear that someone is going to damage something important to you, something important to your childhood without knowing the significance of it. And it's not that I don't think the devs at Mojang don't understand that. They most probably do. I'm sure some of them, especially if they've come on later, would know that feeling as they would have been in that same situation. I think it's just no matter what you do, no matter what intentions you have, that's going to happen either way. And people are inherently going to compare new Minecraft to old Minecraft instead of seeing them as the same game at different times, which is kind of a weird idea. But really, this is the same game. It's just changed. Just like how the people that play it have changed, the game itself has changed. And that's why, another reason why I'm trying to do this playthrough is to show that this is the same game as before. It's just different, and kind of trying to show that the game now is the same as it always was. So hopefully people won't come back to the game they used to play and think it's different and terrible now. They'll come back to it and see what's new with it and see that it's just as fun as it used to be, but in a different way. That's why I like the juxtaposition of the new Minecraft version with the old textures or with the old building style, and it's what I'm really trying to go for. It's so that hopefully I can make the new Minecraft feel like old Minecraft. Not like it's replacing it, or not like one's replacing the other, but to try to give the old feeling to the new version of the game. Because just like how the game has kind of changed over time, people's feelings towards it have definitely changed, people's ideas regarding it have changed, and that can be a good or a bad thing, depending. But generally, that's going to happen as well. Now, to cut my rambling kind of short, I am going to have to end the episode in a minute here. I think that'll be all the recording I do today. I do like the path. I really like what I've done with it. I like the gravel. I think that really adds to it. I might want to make this just square at the bottom, but I don't know. I'll have to look at that for myself and see if I like it or not. Excuse me. I guess I'll have to go back inside and end the video then. I'm trying to keep these videos relatively short. I think 20 to 30 minutes is kind of the sweet spot for them, as far as I think. Maybe I'll do a longer video at one point. Maybe the 10th episode will be an hour or something like that, just to kind of do something else. I don't know. I'm just kind of feeling for it as I go. thank you all for watching. Um, Please leave a like if you like the video. Sorry, I just kicked my mouse cord there. Subscribe if you want. Um, I still don't know if this series is being received too well. I've uploaded the first episode and it's got like 4 views in the first hour, which, not too bad. I'm not exactly a big YouTuber or anything, so I don't really have any expectations. I'm just kind of making this for the fun of it. So, thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.